So we said that when you connect the Likutei Moharan Torah Aleph. So we said when you learn Torah with force, you force yourself to learn Torah in any aspect, whether you actually learn Be'iyun or you force yourself to get out of bed. You force yourself to get out of bed in the morning to go learn Torah. These are all aspects of learning Torah b'koyach. What you do is you mechaber the nun, which is the malchus, with the ches, which is the Torah, which is the chokhmah. And it says, and then the nun gets ches from the chokhmah, which is ches. V'nischaber, v'niskasha ches v'anun, and the chet and the nun get connected. V'nasa or lavona or chama, and the light of the lavona equals the light of the chama. And what we meant was that the essence of imbalance in one's life, the thing that attracts you from avodas Hashem, or from living your life, is where you misinterpret the signs along the way. It's not only in Ruchni, it's also in Gashmias. You don't read the signs well. You get lost. This is particularly a risk. This is particularly a risk when you reach for the chokhmah without the emunah. When you try to find a reason without accepting that there's a reason, even though you don't know what it is. It's only when you perfect your kli of emunah that there's a reason, even though you don't know what it is, and you cannot possibly imagine what it is, that once you have the emunah properly, then the real reason shines into it. But if you forgo the emunah, that it's okay, even though you don't know what it is, but you try to find only what does Hashem want from me, what is it, then you can come up with any kind of, any number of conclusions which have nothing to do with reality.
So, for example, somebody gets their money stolen.
Yeah.
Like the camera. So then you start, instead of accepting it, you start thinking, this is because I did this, or but that. You try to connect it without even accepting it.
That's one thing. Or you b'chlal say there's no seichel in it. Look at this, the people are so bad, and this, and the shul is at fault, and this is at fault, and this is that, and this and that. I can't believe it happened, and people are this, and can't believe it, people, blah, 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 blah. The truth of the matter is there are two truths of the matter. A, I'm stupid for leaving the camera here without putting it away. Bullshit. What do you think? It's an open place. It's not locked at night. Anybody can come in here. That's sechel pasha. That's one thing. How? Be'emes why it happened? I got this camera when I was in Idabut. It cost 1,000 shekels. I don't even know it was ever paid for. It's supposed to come off my salary, blah, blah, whatever it is. I don't know if it was ever paid for. It wasn't paid for. Okay, so now it went to somebody that it actually belongs to. It had the sparks of Kedusha that is nagia to me. Now, go to somebody else. He took it, without paying. Maybe I also took it without paying. Who knows? And even if it's not that, it's also cheshbonos. There's a reason for it. For profit. And I think we have something which is almost just as good, if not better. No problem. That was from the days that when you couldn't take videos with the telephone. So can you hold this just a... So what we have is that Or Levana is Ke'or Chama, means that the awareness, the realization, the seichel of why things are happening in your life, the conclusions that you draw from the happiness of your life are true representations, or rather miniaturized version of the ultimate light. In a way, in a kamut that it applies to you, applies to your situation. In your situation, in order to get to the emes, you need to behave a certain way. It means this. If you were on a higher situation, a higher state, a higher whatever it is, it would have been something else. And we gave the muscle of, Aliyah Larego, the Seichel Amit is to get to Yerushalayim. But every person comes from a different place. So his own derech emes to get to Yerushalayim is different. The one in the north is to go south. The one in the south is to get north. The one in the west is to go east. If any of them used the way of the other, you get lost, right? If the one in the south used the way of the one from Tzfat, you'll get to Gaza.
Each person has a longitude and a latitude, and it's like almost infinite.
Right?
Even though they're like next to each other, but they're not exactly on the same.
That's right. It's your own. So when you are connecting the chet to the nun to the chet, when you approach from the emunah, you reach the chachma. What you get, your nun reflects a very subjective projection of the ultimate truth that leads you towards the ultimate truth. In other words, the right choice according to your subjective situation. That's pshat that vaya or levana ka'or chama. The levana is the way it shines to you. The chama is the way that the total seichel. But you need it, dumbed down to your level in a way that is connected to the ultimate truth, because that's the road. That's the road. אז נצחה מזכה שרחס בנו, ונעשה אור הלבונה כאור החמה. the light of הלבונה becomes equal to the chama. Not only this, כשזה קם זה נויפר. What happened is that when to choose to follow your heart, or to choose to follow your seichel, is a seesaw situation. In other words, if you follow your heart, because you're not interested in what's the seichel behind it, you're frustrated, they stole my camera, I don't care about anything, I'm going to sue the show. It's like, okay, that's following your heart. Following your seichel, but you realize, zakol mishamayim beseder. I did something stupid. Rabbeinu says that people, are torech for their nechos and their fameg, and their work on their possessions. They waste time and this until they finally get it, and then they lose it, and they say, okay, it's mishamayim. The Rebbe was very makpid on this. Says you have to be very careful to guard your possessions. Don't leave your car unlocked. Don't, no hefker here. Look how much you have to go through, how much time you have to waste in order for, what's that? It's gam betmimus asodiyat sheta. It says even in tmimus, in simplicity, you shouldn't be a fool. This doesn't mean to be a fool. It's to be pashutana. So I realize from now on, I know that I have to guard my possessions. On the other hand, what's the cosmic reason? Good Shbach, who knows, it's up to him, whatever it is. Mistom is the right one. Sure, the right one.
He went back to get his...
Yeah. Caleb is Bachim Ktanim. The small vessels, the small, yeah. So and the thing is that when your mindset is a mindset of looking for the seichel, the propensity for just indulging yourself is falling down. When you are going after indulging yourself, you lose the efficiency of looking for the seichel and everything. It's a seesaw situation. Once this is up, this is down. This is up, this is down. It's like it's either this or that. They're interconnected. And the thing is that many of us, most of us, almost all of us, it's actually a seesaw. We go up and down here, or we have blonde moments in which we sort of like, suddenly look going after our hearts, whatever. But it's a process. It's like a
blonde moment. You know I'm really a blood, right?
Hmm?
I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, I know. So it's-
Simcha.
he's
That's
got a yeast
Baruch
affection.
Hashem. Ad Khan.
He was affected by yeast. Okay.
I
Anyhow.
never started it. Somebody said yeast first.
Yeah, all right. Beseder. Okay. So it's so what it basically means is what when you forcefully learn Torah, either by working hard to understand what it is that you're learning, forcing yourself to get out of bed in the morning, to go to the shir, and staying it until the last moment you possibly can, before we can, and getting over barriers to get there. This brings down and breaks down the Malchus HaShah. Because it's a Malchus Kedusha or Malchus HaShah. This gives koyach to the Malchus, your Malchus Kedusha. You become good at it. And not only this, it breaks down your Malchus HaShah, which means if a person follows his heart, he's basically living a life of escape. He's escaping reality. All I care is how it makes me feel. Feel good or feel bad. When you follow your seichel, when you keep on doing the right thing, when you are mechaber Torah, the koyach, you're also b'Torah b'koyach, you're mechaber the nun to the ches, you eventually, break down the Malchus HaShah from you. That means it brings it to a situation that when you do find yourself in what we called before blonde moments, in which you follow your heart instead of following your mind,
Your emotions, you mean by heart.
yeah, you feel terrible. First of all, you're aware of it. Before it was like, duh, what happened here? You know, like, why all the bad things happened to me? Duh, check out what you did. But I don't want to check out what they did. I don't want to say how. I just want to feel good. Why only bad things happen to me? Because the world goes up pisechel, not up heart. But and if you connect the nun to the ches on a consistent basis, it changes you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Does that mean if you connect the ches to the nun, it
The
almost
nun to the ches.
right, so you have chaim. So that means that you are able to.
We didn't get there yet.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but I just want to understand. Does that mean that you then don't need to connect to the tzaddik because you now have gained it yourself?
This whole process is you doing all this flying on a 747. Now, when you're going to New York, okay, you're sitting in the plane. The plane here, you're riding in the tzaddik. What you're doing in the plane, how you prepare yourself to get to make whatever it is, this is what you do inside. This is all done with this consciousness of the tzaddik. We said a woman with a walker can be faster than Usain Bolt. If she's riding on a 747, he's running. Okay? We said all this is, call it running. Okay? When you're connected to tzaddik, this running means a totally different thing.
I'm just asking because it seems like that woman on the 747 is never gonna become a 747.
You don't need to. You don't need to.
It just seems like all the Torah of Rabbeinu is trying to make us into a tzaddik.
You said it. We're opening a Pandora box over here of different discussion.
In the afternoon. Shalom.
Can you? Thank you. Bye.